Welcome to another episode of an online series initiated by the National Center for Teacher Education, no other than the Philippine Normal University. This is PNU Talks. I am Levin, and I am your learning from home buddy in this episode. Today, I will share with you some tips on how to support reading in the digital age. Did you know that reading reduces stress by 68%? Well, that is according to www.weareteachers.com. If you read about the failing economy of the country or the rising cases of COVID at present, then that is another story. So let me ask you, what was the first thing that you read when you woke up? Reading is a hobby that not everyone loves, but everyone needs. Reading obviously provides people with numerous gains. To sum it all, reading enriches the power of the gray matter inside our skulls, we commonly call brain. Today, readers are engaging into different texts and stories through ways we did not imagine before. Turning the pages of a book now became swiping the screen of a tablet or smartphone. Did you know that the first ever launched e-reader is the Amazon Kindle in 2007? Access to digital text media was then expanded through the launch of Apple iPad in 2010 and other touchscreen devices in the following years. In any way, we must prepare learners to grow and shine as readers. Supporting reading in the digital age requires the continuous evaluation of the curriculum, assessment, and teaching practices. Literacy changes as society and technology change. A literate person today should not only know how to read and write, but also apply a wide range of skills, competencies, and dispositions. These literacies are interconnected, dynamic, and malleable. Advancements in digital technologies have many potentials to be used as instructional tools for literacy. But what exactly are the implications of using digital media? Do digital screens make it easier or harder for learners to pay attention to the ideas they read? Or is there no difference from print? Various research studies have been made about the topic. Baron, Calixte, and Haviwala in 2017 concluded that there is no essential difference between reading in the two scenarios. On the other hand, Ackerman and Goldsmith in 2011 found out that learners devote less time reading on screen and had lower comprehension scores. On the same year, Skugar and colleagues found that participants reported using fewer study strategies such as highlighting, note-taking, or bookmarking when reading digitally. In 2017, Baron emphasized that the biggest challenge to reading attentively on digital platforms is that we largely use digital devices for quick action. Look up an address, send a Facebook status update, grab the news headlines, and multitask between online shopping. When we go to read something substantive on a laptop or e-reader, tablet or mobile phone, our routinary actions tell us to move things along. Computer-driven devices enable us to expand our scope of educational and recreational experience. It can be tools for compensation and instruction in basic skills. Since it allows changing font size on screen, using text-to-speech features to provide dual input of text, or using the internet to collaborate on learning activities, digital reading brings more convenience to those with visual impairments or language-based difficulties. It also offers reading practice opportunities in story reading, comprehension strategies, building vocabulary, and phonological analysis for beginning and struggling readers. Computer-driven devices could also serve as tools to support strategic readers. This includes the digital delivery of graphic organizers and other innovative technology. Some of these are applications that support the development of advanced reading skills. Likewise, it could also function as tools to build knowledge and support reading to learn. Digital text allows more flexibility regarding content selection and layout of the text, as well as means to modify content based on the particular needs of students and local communities. Manipulable embedded graphics can also help improve text comprehension. Technology is not the ultimate secret of solving numerous literacy problems, but it could also be part of the solution. Learning is a lifelong process. So is reading. Here are two simple but practical tips to support reading in the digital age. First, know the learner's interests and give them lots of resources to read. Create a virtual library. This will help them explore high-quality reading materials of their choice. With the help of gadgets, learners may be able to access a wider variety of books that align with their interest. Some technology tools that would help in creating your virtual library are Moxie Reader and Flipgrid. Of course, we won't forget the famous YouTube, in which we could upload storytelling videos for learners to watch, and also Facebook, in which we could share more of our reading materials. Since learners nowadays are avid users of both, why not capitalize these applications to develop literacy? 3 primary motivations for a virtual library are space, cost, and convenience. The benefits we get from digital media are extraordinary, but a balance between video, audio, and textual materials must be ensured. Second, Foster a community of supportive and encouraging fellow readers. Surrounding learners with a positive atmosphere of other learners and adults who share the same passion for reading will open further opportunities for navigating more resources and materials. The National Council of Teachers of English further reminds that to support learners in the digital age, they must be given the chances to first, participate effectively and critically in a networked world. This involves the utilization of the Internet as one of the primary resources of reading materials. Second, explore and engage critically, thoughtfully, and across a wide variety of inclusive texts, tools, and modalities. Learners must make choices and use texts and tools in ways that match the educational or recreational purpose. Also, learners must be able to consume, curate, and create actively across contexts. This is comprised of producing original content from information derived through reading. Fourth, advocate for equitable access to and accessibility of texts, tools, and information. This means providing learners with equal access to reading materials regardless of age, gender, race, or socioeconomic status. Fifth, build intentional, global, and cross-cultural connections and relationships with others, so to pose and solve problems collaboratively. This requires the use of communicative skills in order to work collaboratively in both face-to-face and virtual environments, to use and develop problem-solving skills. Next is promote culturally sustaining communication and recognize the bias and privilege present in the interactions. This involves recognizing patterns in discourse, which are rooted in the oppression of non-dominant groups. Learners must also be allowed to examine the rights, responsibilities, and ethical implications of the use and creation of information. It is important for learners to understand the ethics or principles governing an individual or group as they interact with information in current and future contexts. Likewise, learners must determine how and to what extent texts and tools amplify one's own and others' narratives, as well as counter unproductive narratives. It is important for learners to have multiple opportunities to engage in multimodal literacy practices as a means to communicate information. Last, learners must recognize and honor the multilingual literacy identities and cultural experiences individuals bring to learning environments, and also provide opportunities to promote, amplify, and encourage these differing variations of language. As learners utilize and enculturate in current and future digital contexts, they need opportunities to promote, amplify, and encourage differing forms of language. This includes variations within the same language, social and regional dialects, standard and non-standard varieties. Maximizing the potential benefits of reading in the digital age also poses challenges. To fully realize the benefits of technology, infrastructural supports must be upgraded, and professional development programs for teachers must be provided. Even in the digital age, it is still important to grant learners time for reading. Technology may be easily integrated in education. How literacy education can meet the demands of today's information society is what must be focused on. Using digital media may be used to deliver rich and meaningful content, but it may not support learning unless carefully and precisely employed. If you want to read more about the topics presented today, be sure to check out these references. If you have any messages or questions about our episode for today, just put them all on our comments section. Also, don't forget to like and share our episode. Again, this is Levin, your Learning from Home buddy in this episode of PNU Talks. Remember, start the day right. Read something that would give you delight. Something that would develop in you a beautiful insight. And something that would remind you that everything will be alright. Have a wonderful day!